What's up, guys? Today we are talking all about how to get rid of acne naturally at home. And I want you to be able to have smooth, clear skin because it can affect people's lives in a negative way. I've had acne myself in the past. It is not fun. So I'm going to give you some tips today that are easy to do. They're very effective. You can see results within a week. And I'm going to teach you how to prevent them from coming back. Hey, if you're new here, I'm a doctor. I'm an emergency room doctor who treats everything from COVID to gunshot wounds, burns, you name it. I've created this video series to help answer some of your medical questions and the questions that come up every day. If you find this video helpful, please do me a favor and subscribe. When you do that and you hit that like button, it helps push the video out to more people and it helps me continue to make videos like this for you. Alright, let's dive right into it. Acne is a common skin condition that occurs when there is an overgrowth of bacteria on your skin and they plug up your pores, which causes inflammation and infection. The main type of bacteria that grows on the face is called Cutibacterium acnes. This type of bacteria normally lives on your skin. But if you have too much of it or your skin becomes overreactive to it, it could cause an inflammatory response where the hair follicle plugs up. And then that plugged hair follicle becomes infected, causing what we call a pimple or acne. What are the risk factors associated with getting acne? Well, first off, genetics. So if your parents had acne, chances are you may get acne as well. The second thing is hormonal changes. So during puberty, people go through these big hormonal changes and that can cause an uptick in acne. Also, certain types of birth control pills can cause acne as well as hormone replacement therapy. No, 3 is stress. And when you're under stress, your body releases a hormone called cortisol. And that hormone can stimulate oil glands, causing acne. The fourth one is certain medications. Some medications like lithium, for example, can cause acne. And lastly is using too many topical creams on your face. So if you're using a lot of products on your face, you might be disrupting the normal flora of the skin. And that can cause an overgrowth of bacteria and the formation of pimples or acne. So how do we treat this naturally at home? First things first. You want to wash your face twice a day with a mild soap and water. Now you don't want to scrub your face excessively because that can cause more irritation and more inflammation. When you wash your face, use your fingertips and just go gently. Not too hard because you could irritate the skin. Don't use any harsh chemicals or anything abrasive. Just use a mild soap and warm water, wash your face, rinse it off and dry it gently. And as tempting as it is, resist the urge to pop or squeeze the pimples because that can spread the infection and cause more inflammation. The next thing that you can do at home is apply a warm compress to the affected area. And what this does is it helps bring the pimple to the surface of the skin and it helps drain it. You can do this by using a warm wash rag. Just soak it in warm water, put it over the pimple or the affected area for about 10 to 20 minutes, take it off, let it cool down, and then reapply it again. Now, what if you're looking for something a little bit more natural to put on your face? Well, you can try putting honey on your face. Honey has natural antibacterial properties, so it can help kill the bacteria that's causing the acne. And it also is anti-inflammatory, so it can reduce the redness and swelling of the acne. To do this, you would just take a small amount of honey and apply it directly to the pimple and let it sit for about 10 to 20 minutes. Then you would just rinse it off with warm water and a mild soap. Another thing that you can do is use an ice pack. Applying a cold compress to the face can help reduce inflammation. And it can help constrict blood vessels that might be bringing more blood flow to the pimple, making it more red. So to do this, you would just grab an ice cube or you can grab some ice and put it in a bag and then put it on the pimple for about 10 to 20 minutes. You could also just use a cold wash rag as well. You just soak it in cold water, put it on the pimple or the acne for about 10 to 20 minutes and then repeat it. Another natural remedy that you can use is tea tree oil. Tea tree oil has natural antiseptic and anti-inflammatory properties, and it can be effective in treating acne. Now you do have to be careful with this because it can cause irritation on the skin. So what you want to do is dilute it with water. You want to mix 1 part tea tree oil with 4 parts water. Then you would take a cotton swab and apply it to the affected area. Leave it on for about 10 to 20 minutes and then rinse it off with warm water and a mild soap. If you have oily skin, another thing that you can do is use witch hazel. Witch hazel is a natural astringent, which means it can help tighten the skin and reduce oiliness. To do this, you would just grab a cotton ball and apply it to the affected area and let it dry. Now, if you've tried all these remedies and your acne still isn't improving, there are some other things that you can try. One is you can increase your intake of vitamin D. Studies show that people who have lower levels of vitamin D have a higher incidence of getting acne. So talk to your doctor and see if maybe you should start taking a vitamin D supplement. Another thing that you can do is cut back on dairy products. Dairy products can cause an increase in sebum production, which is the oil on your skin, and that can lead to clogged pores and acne. So try cutting back on milk, cheese, yogurt, things like that. And then lastly, try cutting back on sugar. Sugar can cause inflammation throughout the body, including the skin, and it can worsen acne. So to improve your acne, you got to cut back on that white stuff, white sugar. Alright, so those are some tips on how to get rid of acne naturally at home. Let's do a quick review. Wash your face twice a day with a mild soap and water. Apply a warm compress to bring the pimple to the surface of the skin. You can use honey as a natural antibacterial and anti-inflammatory agent. You can apply an ice pack to reduce inflammation and redness. You can use tea tree oil diluted with water to kill bacteria. You can use witch hazel to tighten the skin and reduce oiliness. You can increase your vitamin D levels. You can cut back on dairy products, and you can cut back on sugar. There are some medications that are available that can help treat acne. If you'd like to learn more about them, comment below and I will make a video on them. Now, if you're looking for a way to prevent acne, check out this video right here where I talk about 7 tips to prevent acne. Also, if you're looking for a way to reduce the appearance of scars, I made a video about that as well. Lastly, if you're looking for more natural remedies, check out this playlist right here. When you do that, please hit that like button and that subscribe button. As always, you're gonna take care of yourself because you're worth it.